I want to give all praise and glory to Yahweh Bahasham, Yahushai Bahasham Ha-Rakak-Wadash, double honors to our apostle elders, which rule Great Millstone well, and shalom to the hopeful elect of the nation of Israel. May you endure unto the end. Shalom wa abababal. So this is Exodus 25, and I went in the other day on a sit down on how there's symbolism in the Ark of the Covenant representing the elect today. All right. And so I'm going to give you another example of that in Exodus 25, verse 20. And the cherubims shall stretch forth their wings, which is not talking about a wing like an actual bird. All right. But the fringe of the garment on high, covering the mercy seat with their wings, and their faces shall look one to another toward the mercy seat shall the faces of the cherubims be. So this is what is pretty much being described in the symbolism of the Ark of the Covenant. Yahushai, our Savior, which we receive salvation through Yahushai, is the one that sits upon that mercy seat. We receive mercy through Yahushai, which he laid down his life and was sacrificed for us, raised up by our Father Yahweh to deliver us. All right. And we're to serve him. We're to focus on him, which is, let's see, I believe it's Hebrews 12. Hebrews 12. It says, verse 2, looking unto Yahushai, the author and finisher of our faith, who for the joy that was set before him endured the cross, despising the shame, and is set down at the right hand of Yahweh, of the throne of Yahweh, which he's waiting for Yahweh to send him back to deliver us with the host of heaven. All right. So it says in this verse 20, I'm going to go to the interlinear, and it says, let me see here, covering, the word covering. All right, so the word covering in that verse, which the angels are supposed to be covering, the cherubims, it says, and the cherubims shall stretch forth their wings on high, covering the mercy seat with their wings, which is symbolic of marriage, and their faces shall look one to another, which I just gave you an example that we're teaching each other of this truth. We're being joined together toward the mercy seat, toward Yahushai. We're being called towards Yahushai. The calling comes from Yahweh. Shall the faces of the cherubims be? So we hear the calling and we're being joined to Yahushai. Now that word covering, it's salak. Let's see, it says ka. Let's see, ka. Oh, forgive me.
Strong's H 5526. Sachach.
Sachach. Which is not the CH, but it's about, let me see. All right, so it would be the SK, and then CHAA. So it would be Sachach. And it says to hedge, fence about, shut in, block, and to block, overshadow, screen, stop the approach, shut off, cover, right? As what? As a protector. See? We cover ourselves with this, right? Being washed in the blood of Yahushai, which the scriptures speak of this. It says screen, cover, to cover. It says to lay over, to weave together, which we're being woven together in this truth. That's what it's speaking of. Defense. We're defending this truth. See? It can defend us and we defend it. All right? So we're entwined with the word. We protect it. We cover ourselves with it. We receive protection through it. See? Defense. It is our defense and we defend it. Hedged in. Right? Joined together. See? And that's a root word. See? So that's why in John 14, Yahushua says, verse 6, Yahushua saith unto him, I am the way, the truth, and the life. Zoe, no man cometh unto the Father but by me. So through Yahushua, which he was our example. That's why we're looking towards him. We're being joined to him. We are his body. It says, verse 15, if ye love me, keep my commandments. Now that word keep, all right, let me get that. Keep, it says to attend to, carefully, take care of, to guard. So the cherubims on the Ark of the Covenant facing the mercy seat represented the southern kingdom and northern kingdom Israelites that guard this truth, that defend this truth that is going to be defended by Yahushua. Right? We're going to be protected. It says a metaphor to keep one in the state which he is, to observe. That word observe, it says what? Notice or perceive something and register it as being significant. See? And significant means sufficiently great and important to be worthy of attention, noteworthy. It says having a particular meaning. Let's see what this is. Indicative, serving as a sign or indication of something. See? So that's what the elect are doing. We're observing the commandments in faith of Yahushua's return, as it says in the word of Yahweh. Revelation 14 and 12. Here is the patience of the saints, which it tells you in John 17 and 17. Sanctify them through thy truth. Thy word is truth. Thy word is truth. Revelation, let's see, 14 and 12. Here is the patience of the saints, which were sanctified through the truth. Here are they that keep the commandments. We value this word. We teach this word. We meditate on this word. We live. This is our Zoe, our life. We keep the commandments of Yahweh and the faith of Yahushua. See, that's the covenant. He said in Isaiah 59, and verse 18, according to their deeds, accordingly he will repay. Fury to his adversaries, recompense to his enemies. To the islands he will repay recompense. So shall they fear the name of Yahweh from the west, and his glory from the rising of the sun. When the enemy shall come in like a flood, the Spirit of Yahweh shall lift up a standard against him, which you have the prophets. And the Redeemer shall come to Zion, and unto them that turn from transgression, which is sin, in Jacob, saith Yahweh. As for me, this is my covenant with them, saith Yahweh. My spirit that is upon thee, and my words which I have put in thy mouth, shall not depart out of thy mouth, nor out of the mouth of thy seed, nor out of the mouth of thy out of the mouth of thy seed, saith Yahweh, from henceforth and forever. And that's why these devils are fools, because they're going to come down with great wrath, knowing that they have but a short time, and we're going to overcome him in Yahweh Shem Yahushai. It says in Jeremiah 30, verse 7, Allah's, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, which they're going to make the implantable microchip mandatory for buying and selling, which if you get that, it will condemn you to the lake of fire, the nuclear destruction of America. But he shall be saved out of it, which we won't be deceived. Yahweh Shai is going to save us out of it. Revelation 3, verse 10, because thou hast kept the word of my patience, we're focused on Yahweh Shai, are in that mercy seat. I also will keep thee from the hour of temptation, which shall come upon all the world to try them that dwell upon the earth. See, and let me get that in the NLT. I always like to read this in the NLT because it says it a little better at the end. Because you have obeyed my commandment, because you have obeyed my command to persevere, to overcome, I will protect you from the great time of testing. So this time that's coming upon the earth, which Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai is going to use that red devil, the so-called white man, the wicked, and they're going to make that implantable microchip mandatory for buying and selling worldwide, causing a great tribulation. I will protect you from the great time of testing that will come upon the whole world to test those who belong to this world. So this is a battlefield. The earth is a battlefield, the stage where it's playing out who believes in Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai and who don't. See? And that's the discernment we have. It says in Malachi 3, it says in verse 18, then shall ye return and discern between the righteous and the wicked, between him that serveth Yahweh and his son Yahweh Shai, and him that serveth him not. See? And so salvation is with the Israelites, and it's with his elect, which it was prophesied long ago through the word and through symbolism that was given to the Israelites. Shalom to the hopeful elect of the nation of Israel. May you endure unto the end. Wa abba babal.